All right. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do waive, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're proceeding on the lesser included offense of an assault bodily injury.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Ms. Chapman, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault bodily injury married cohabitation as a Class A misdemeanor? Range of punishment is anywhere from a year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Do you?
Ms. Chapman, has anyone forced you or coerced you or placed you in fear to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault bodily injury married or cohabitation. Punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. State is recommending community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2023 CR 8932. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as a primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes,
Is
Your
that
Honor.
the plea? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, state is requesting your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be no harmful or injurious contact with Timothy Amaya. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers states one in all attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. State, have you had contact with the complainant?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court will review states exhibits 1 and attachments for sufficiency. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd have to wait.
Anything?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we've negotiated this plea bargain. My client's here before the court accepting responsibility and pled no contest. Your Honor, my client has accepted responsibility. We're asking that you follow the plea bargain today. She and the complainant do have children together. We're asking that you honor the no harmful or injurious contact so that they can co-parent. Your Honor, but with that, we'd ask that you follow the agreement, Judge. My client also is on the GPS monitor. I was appointed last month on this case, and we're asking that you also remove that as a condition of bond now that she's on probation.
All right. How many children do you have?
5.
What are their ages?
One's 20, 18, 5, 7, and 9.
All right. And are the children with your husband?
They're with me and my oldest son. We just got an apartment, so,
So you're living with your older son with the children?
yes.
And is the complainant in this case the father of any of the children?
Oh, I'm sorry, say that again?
Is the complainant in this case the father of any of the children?
Yes.
I mean, were you there, counsel?
No, Judge, we conferred in the hallway.
Okay.
She didn't understand the question.
Yeah,
All right. So which children is he the father? Is it the 5, 7, 9-year-old?
he's the father to all of them. All four of the four youngest ones, he's the biological father.
All
My
right.
oldest, he's not the biological father, but he has raised him since he was 8 months, so that technically is his dad.
All right. And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you are going to get drug tested today.
Okay.
All right, let's do a drug test and then I'll come back and make a decision. All right. And my understanding, you tested negative?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're still under oath. So what have you been doing to maintain your sobriety?
Well, drugs were never an issue, really, honestly, for me, so.
Oh, well, so you and your husband are just getting into arguments because he says in the police report that you have a meth problem.
He's a liar.
Oh, well, then you all do not need to be together. So there's no reason for them to see each other or be together because she's saying he is not telling the truth about her drug use.
They don't currently reside together, Your Honor, but they do probably need to co-parent the children, but
There's to be no contact. So you'll have to co-parent through someone else.
So my son probably.
that's fine, Your Honor.
All right. Is Child Protective Services is involved?
They were at the beginning. Case was closed. I went out to Guardian Angels and did classes on my own. They asked me to do psychology test, and I did all that when this first case started. So all I have to do is go back and get all the paperwork or however.
All right. And what is her criminal history?
Your Honor. It's not extensive, Your Honor. You just, one moment, Your Honor, I can pull that up very quickly.
Your Honor, she referenced to me that she's never been in trouble but for this, just before the court today, but I'll let him confirm that.
We had previously, she had 3 cases in Bear County, Your Honor, but they were all closed. I don't believe there was any adjudication of it.
All right. So you're all proceeding with a conviction?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So there'll be 1 year in the Bear County Jail, suspended and probated for 2 years. Taking consideration 2023 CR 8932. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be 80 hours of community service restitution. When did you complete the parenting classes? Did you ever do parenting classes?
No, because I wanted to get the children with me and have them, but there was no communication between me and their father, so I had to have his permission as well.
All right, I'm going to ask for parenting classes. There's to be, once you complete the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed to be satisfied. There's to be no contact with Timothy Amaya. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation, follow our TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with sober outpatient treatment, sober support. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs, or either she can do the patch. There's to be the BIPP course, field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. And then at probation's discretion. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, that I can think of right now.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. If anything comes up and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am. You too.
Gotta remember
Okay.
excuse, Jesse.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay.